MenGamingBadly. Explosions!
Hi guys, my name is Connor from MenGamingBadly. We're here with James and we are also here with Jeff from Mediatonic to talk about their new game Foul Play, which is their first release on Xbox Live Arcade. So Jeff, if you would tell us what the game is about basically and the concept.
Yeah, sure. So Foul Play is Mediatonic's first XBLA title. It follows the life and times of a Victorian demon hunter called Baron Dashforth, who has decided, for reasons unbeknownst to anyone else, to put on a play of his life story. So you play as Baron Dashforth with a second player coming in as his sidekick Scampwick, basically playing through the most incredible stage show ever conceived. And basically taking it through the highlights of Baron Dashforth's life. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up with heavily playing on the fact that it is on stage, so it's got kind of rock band-esque, play to the audience, be awesome, and do awesome things, and you'll survive. The worst thing that can happen is that the curtain falls in your performance.
So is there an estimated release date we're talking about?
Yeah, we're looking at kind of early next year, so either late Q1 or early Q2. Yeah. Thanks. I mean, like the art style in the game, we did like some PSP minis before moving on to the XBLA platform, and like one of the things Mediatonic puts a lot of pride in is like the 2D art style. So we've got a bit of a history of that with games like Monsters Probably Star Princess and WTF. Alongside that, there is like story and narrative we're like really big fans of. So an opportunity to kind of like take our art style, take our love of story, and kind of launch it onto an XBLA game for the first time is like a really exciting opportunity for us.
So about the story, is there major development with 2 players, or is it just the same storyline? It's an extra character.
It's the same storyline, but we're really conscious of the fact that like Scampwick has basically been helping out Dashforth throughout his entire life. He is the apprentice, so it was really clear that for the narrative element, Scampwick will kind of return and like step into the story and like really play a part and not just be a second wheel. We really think about our characters and what they're doing in the world. One of the things which is interesting about Baron Dashforth and the kind of made-up profession of demonology is that, at least in our world, it would be like a very blue-blood profession. It's what rich kids do when they get bored, and they go off and fight demons and then they never come back. So a lot of families would have like pushed their like lazy sons, rich families, to like be Dashforth's apprentice. It says a lot about Dashforth's character that he cares about skill and people's ability to do stuff. So he picked like a fairly humble chimney sweep to be his apprentice in this, and you see throughout the course of the play like the way Scampwick is learning, but also the way Dashforth tends to also rely on Scampwick by the end.
Well, if you would like to talk about it as we go along.
So I'm going to ruin this by talking over it all the way through. Is that right? Okay, brilliant. So everything begins. There's 5 plays in the game. They'll always begin with Baron Dashforth kind of doing his to audience or to camera piece. So this is him like basically like laying out what I've told you here. He's going to put on a play. They may not like what they see, so they're going to learn all of the secrets of his profession. They may not thank him for it at the end. She joins with Scampwick, ready to go. With a chimney. Exactly. It's his weapon of choice. Cool, so it will always begin in the study and then kind of like burst out into whichever place we need Dashforth to be for this story. Each of the plays takes course over like the course of 20 years, so you kind of like leap in on Dashforth's story and learn more about him. This is our Mr. Bond moment. Okay, so it's A button to jump. You can do basic attacks with X. And then you can send guys up into the air with a Y attack launcher. And then if you're in the air, you can slam them down. So the tricky thing we've done, you see the guys jump up here, I'll show it again. You see the spikes by the head, you can hit B. After that, any move you do will be like a special move. And it's really about how you can like control the enemies in the stage. So what I did there was like a flurry to help me build up a combo. I can also hit Y to slam them to the floor, or hit B to throw them across the stage. Cooperative play is kind of quite important to us, so if you were to throw someone across the stage, the other guy can hit B to catch them and carry on fighting them, if you're feeling that you're that flash. Yeah, there you go, you can direct those throws left and right. You can also throw those into other guys as well.
The combat is really smooth.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, it was really interesting for us. Kind of, it's the first really like heavily combat-focused game Mediatonic's ever done. We worked on 1,000 Tiny Codes for the PSP Minis. That had quite a simple combat system. This was all new for us. So there was a lot of kind of learning, but I really hope we've kind of nailed the simplicity of it, the flowing nature. So obviously combos are really important. The audience responds to the big combos. So like an 8 times combo there is seen as acceptable. If we can build it up to like 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, the audience start going crazy. So this is one of the many touches we put in to make sure we're breaking the fourth wall as much as possible. We don't want the players to be in any doubt that like this is happening on stage and it is like live one night, you know, like it is a once in a lifetime thing.
I've noticed after you killed some of the players that they've got back up afterwards and run off stage.
Yeah, we really like that. We wanted to make it clear because it was actually one of the things we weren't expecting to be difficult until you start making the game. Because I think in a lot of side-scrolling beat-em-ups, guys just disappear in a hail of blood and guts and then like flash and disappear off the screen. And obviously we can't do that, not unless Dashwolf is a monster, you know, who wants to put on a play where everyone dies. So we really want to make it clear that these are extras, these are guys who are like trying the best they can to help Dashwolf like tell his life story and put on a show. So obviously combos are important. On the R trigger, we've got like a quick flip move. You can use that, we're always homing on enemies, so you see you jump between enemies. So if you think you're in danger of losing your combo, you can use that to kind of like flip between them really quickly.
I was going to mention, because it's this kind of 2.5D-esque game where you're on a stage but still going sideways, how difficult it is to actually jump between two different like levels of the stages, but clearly with that it's taking care of that little...
Yeah, and it wasn't like an entirely easy thing to do, because I mean, with the parry mechanic and the movement between enemies, it's like, it harkens obviously like the amazing job Rocksteady did initially with like Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, within the 3D, so they're always like, with play they do an incredible job like positioning a camera, so the player can like, using the analog stick very easily push towards like, I want to go to that guy or that guy, which is an incredible achievement. It was a lot harder kind of get the same effect without being able to swing a camera around and show the player the best option, but I hope that we've kind of found like a really nice middle ground that players feel like they're going towards where they expect to, because that's really important. So yeah, Scampic obviously has learned his fighting talents from the streets. He will fight dirty. Dashwolf is slightly more of a gentleman, but he appreciates that there are times when you've just got to hurt people. So what we've got here is like the portrait. So we hit enough guys, this fills up. If you hit the RB button, I'll strike a pose, and everything I do now will do double combo. If you do it at the same time, it will be like a quadruple combo. So if like people are really looking to kind of like build up their audience meter or build a big combo, they can decide to do it at the same time. And I guess if it's over online play, they can give themselves a countdown or something.
So it is over online play and not just local? Yeah,
it'll be online play. So. One of the things that like, we really kind of intrigued us about the multiplayer we wanted to do is that I think certainly with like the side-scrolling beat-em-up, a lot of people from my generation, like who grew up in the 80s, it was just stuff like going side to side on like an arcade cabinet or sitting with like a brother or sister at home, and one of you like taking the lead character and one of you each had your favourite characters, and you'd all sit there and you would play through the game and the story, like Streets of Rage or something. We really wanted to capture that with Dashwolf and Scampic, you know. So this is like kind of audience participation. This is Jiminy Ricketts. He's a slightly malnourished orphan who kind of is Dashwolf's biggest fan and will occasionally kind of like come in and set very specific kind of targets because he believes like that's the way it should be. If he was like putting on the play, like that's the kind of thing he'd want to see. Dashwolf is a bit kind of confused by the world of theatre. He knows it's something that he needs. Oh, lovely. He knows. He knows it's something like he needs to do for his like quite mysterious reasons, but he doesn't pretend to understand theatre. He's very much like a guy who deals with the real. He fights demons, so he's willing to take advice on what it is that he needs to do in order to impress an audience in this situation.
Where's the trailer?
Yeah. So we're just coming up to the bottom right now. There you go. It's good. It's alright. Everything safe. This is the big foreman of the mysterious dig site that we're trying to investigate. Nice. I've already found out that yeah, at some point during today, someone's come along and beaten the best combo that I've ever managed to get in all the time I've been playing testing the game. So,
Probably won't be today.
I'm taking that a little bit personally. He was fairly impressive, but apparently someone's come along and done a post 200 today with their friends, so yeah, feeling the burn.
Because of the online features of it, will you have stuff like, say, rankings for best scores? And
yeah, we'll be doing like a full
friends?
leaderboard integration as well. Probably like obviously on the most obvious stuff like scores. And we'd really like to do one on combo as well, because we find like something about the combo just brings out a really compulsive and competitive nature in people that score doesn't. I think it's because score is sometimes reliant on lots of other factors in the game, whereas like a combo is one number, you know, like everyone knows. It's not like a secret place to get combo. So because we've got a magnificent rating, when this play finishes, we get a last opportunity to build up our score by like an encore mini game. Everyone dies with one hit, everyone takes out everyone else. We just got to try and kill as many guys as we can before the time runs out.
Thinking of the configuration for the controller, or did that just come naturally?
We had, yeah, actually, we went through a whole bunch of iterations of the control pad. You know, there was so much that we put on the triggers first, then moved into the face buttons. We think now we've got something we're really happy with, but yeah, I don't think you make any kind of like fighting game or anything mechanical needs to flow as well as we need for our play to without like really considering trying to the options.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, thanks very much for your time, and we'll be sure to keep you updated on anything to do with me. Foul Play, Xbox Live Arcade, look forward to it next year. This is Mediatonic, this is Jeff from Mediatonic.
It's hard to overstate my disappointment. Men gaming badly. We don't have an outro, so this will have to do for the good of all of us. Because James wouldn't get his shit together.
You just
God damn it, James!
I mean,
why?
one job.
Why?
One goddamn job. You stole my fucking tea.